When you meet people in Baja, you have a common bond because you like Mexico. And what it is that these are people that are out of the box. That we have a bond where maybe in the United States you wouldn't meet the person at the table. You wouldn't talk to them. You would never, your path would never cross.
It's an amazing area to be in. We're so close to one of the powers of the world, and I'm not talking the US, I'm talking California. We're so close to California, the state of California. We have so much potential. We have beautiful environment. We have lots of arts and crafts, lots of cultural things to take a look at. So it just needs a little bit of organization and planning and communication.
Americans like Rosarito, first of all, because it's very close to the U.S. And second, because we're not Tijuana. Okay, this is a kind of charming little town where the people is friendly and where you can taste a little bit of the Mexican flavor and the Mexican traditions and the Latino style without traveling further south. And the next day you can be back in your home and you have experienced what it is to travel to Mexico.
It's a beachside city. We have about 23 miles of coastline. It's a very long stretch of land. Within those 23 miles, we have a tremendous amount of tourist attractions, everything from exploration, which used to be Fox Studios, where they shot the Titanic, Master and Commander, and a number of other films. They have a small theme park there. We have wonderful restaurants. We have the wine country of Ensenada, about 45 miles to the south. We have wonderful shopping, everything from fine silver and leather to Mexican curios. We have a thriving artist community down here.
Can you talk about what your vision is, what you hope to accomplish? Of course, in many respects, you are Mr. Rosarito, many people would say.
I entered the job in December 1st. I knew there was a big challenge because the police, some of the policemen were in cahoots with crime, and they were not working for the city or for the tourists. They were extorting money from the tourists sometimes, and they were also involved in other criminal activity, not protecting the people. So now, what we did was fortunately, we got big cooperation from the state governor, and the president of Mexico, and also from the Mexican army and the federal police. So all together, we are working for the first time in the history of Baja California. The 5 cities are working together with the state and federal authorities for security, to clean up the act of the municipal police, the city police, and have a better way of living for the citizens of the whole state. The first thing we did was to take away the guns from the police in order to check them and see whether they were involved in criminal activity, and that was done by the army, because the army is the only supplier of guns for the police. Is to the state government, and then the army is the one that supplies it. So we did that. At the same time, I requested to have proof of trust performed to every policeman in town. That's a test that takes about 4 hours. Includes a lie detector test and see how much money they spend in relation to what they earn, to see whether they were working for their salary or not. And at the same time, I hired an army man that had passed the test of proof of trust, and were recommended by the general in charge of the area, and with police experience. So he came to work with us. Fortunately, he agreed, and he's been working since December the 1st. The tests are back, and the results are that some policemen have to leave. We're not going to be able to hire or to give them guns. Probably they might be doing some street jobs in traffic or things like that, but there's not really prepared to do a good job as an officer.
I've worked with several orphanages down here in Rosarito over my 20 years, and this orphanage now that we've taken on working with is an intimate group. We have 25 boys. It's a boys' ranch, and these are an orphanage that is non-governmental. It's a private organization that doesn't receive support. So we have become the main support for keeping the doors open, and we've called it and adapted it to Cha-Cha's Angels because of the people that have come into my cafe and joined me in what my work has been.
We're contemplating culture and sports activities for the children. That's one angle of how we want to be able to have better people from the beginning, from being a child. So that's how we got to give to the different sections of town a place where they can have some art, like dance classes or music or whatever, just to keep the children occupied.